Yeah, it's dark.
The moon landing happened, Jake.
Real dad shit, dog.
Don't fuck with me or I'm gonna fuck with you.
For all the emo sad girls, I want to touch bellies with this movie.
Well, howdy do, partner.
Hey there, boy.
Living the American dream over there, boy.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Raise hell, praise Dale. Am I right?
Hell yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
As you can tell, mostly by the video watchers, but also today, you gotta, to experience it with just the audio. We are here for a very specific reason. And this is going to be a little bit different of an episode because we have one topic.
It's Bilmuri.
Do that again. No, fuck it. We're not cutting it. The whole thing's staying.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We're doing it live.
It's Bilmuri.
It's motherfucking Bilmuri.
It's Bilmuri Day.
For anyone that's never fucking heard an episode of this show before, you just need to understand. We like Bilmuri a lot.
Special place.
A lot.
Special place in our heart.
Did I pinch you when I did that?
A little bit.
We're talking about American Goddamn Motorsports by Bill Goddamn Murray.
That's Bill fucking Murray. I know that's not your middle name, but...
Johnny fucking Frank.
Johnny fucking Frank. That was a Zombieland reference.
I know.
Okay, just making sure.
I've seen both those movies, but no, I did not recognize the reference. Yes, we are in American shirts. Yes, we will wear them the entire episode. We might even sleep in them. No, but for real though, like Amazon with these shirts, the fucking uncomfortable ass shirts. Or at least mine. What about yours?
Oh, mine's fine.
Yours is fine?
Mine's pretty nice.
Okay, but I need you to understand something. I'm a big dude, and it's stretchy down here, but not up here. And that is the weirdest fucking decision for a shirt.
It looks like it's Asian size.
Yeah, I got a size bigger too.
Can you imagine like little Asian people making these? Happen to make these shirts. These are from Amazon. They're definitely from China.
No, god damn it, these were made in America. American shirts made by hardworking.
Every time I see things like this, that's the only thing I think of is some Asian person having to make American flag shirts all day.
It's like the fucking Olympic special men's basketball Olympic Jordans.
Oh yeah.
They're not made here.
No, of course not.
But anyway.
They're Jordans. They're made in a sweatshop.
Yes, they are. We do not support sweatshops, but we can't do anything about them either.
I don't wear Jordans, so doing my part. I'm doing my part.
Yeah, we're wearing Vans. There's no way Vans are made in America.
They're definitely also made in China. Maybe not a sweatshop. Maybe they pay their employees. I don't know.
Comment below if you know a shoe brand that's cool. We wouldn't be sacrificing cool to also be helping children. Jake, it looks like your friend has decided to show up for this review.
As long as he's over there.
Oh, God. We're going to give him a name.
Fredward
the spider.
Fredward spider.
We're going to keep track of how long he lives because we had I don't know, you may call it a project that we were working on. And another friend of ours that was in here knocked his ass off the wall. And we kind of thought that was possibly it for him, but...
He's still there.
He come back. He came right back up just like a good, hard-working American.
He's definitely working hard over there. There's plenty of web over there.
Isn't that a
I think Dodson kind of sucks at their job.
Bro, shout out Dodson for not doing a goddamn thing.
That spider's been there forever.
American Motorsports.
Yeah.
We bought these shirts just for this review and nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else.
Nothing else.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Okay.
A moment of silence, right? For all the bands that are not going to get listened to this week while this album is out.
Yeah, I haven't listened to really much of anything else.
Census is the exception. As you saw, we released an episode. This will be coming out after that episode. You can still listen to the new song by Census when it comes out on July 12th, but nothing else.
Just go listen to all of Census as well, but that's not our topic currently.
No. I'm a new fan of Bilmuri. Are you still staring at the camera? It's time to talk about the album now. Hey. Album.
Uh-huh.
I'm a new fan of Bilmuri, I'd say. I think, would you still consider me a newer fan?
Yeah, and I'd say I've been a fan longer than you, but I'd still say I'm a little bit of a newer fan.
Okay, so we got newborn over here and like toddler Bill Murray fans.
Yeah.
I would like to say that I can confidently, I wouldn't even like to say, I will confidently say that this is his best album. Let's just get right into it. I mean, it's facts, right?
Yeah, I'd say just energy alone that this album has is far beyond. Even without all it was a different direction than the previous album. It was just, I don't know.
Oh, God.
Well, Aaron's seat is on the floor now.
I hit the wrong lever. I was trying to do a
lean
the
lever,
podcast.
Crunk.
All right. You ever done a lean back? What we got?
Their current Spotify
shit
popular.
So, Better Hell has been at number 1 for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Empty Handed, I think, has been at number 2. That's new.
Yeah, the 2016 Cavaliers. Yeah.
2016 Cavaliers is at 3. And I don't think All Gas has been in the top 5 for a while because it was the first single.
Yeah.
I think it came back. Just because it's lighter in country doesn't it mean we lost thick riffage.
There's definitely plenty of thick riffage.
Thick riffage. You know, let me pull my chair, but this was a bad idea. Hey, why are you giving me that look? All right, I was trying to expand.
Why'd you fiddle with it?
I was trying to expand our horizons. Come on, backpack with wine bottle. Listeners are gonna be like, what? Yeah, no. This album as a collective, like, group of songs is my favorite thing by him. And 2016 Cavaliers is, I think, the song where I realized it. Like, Goblin Hours came out, 2022? Was that the one, his last record that came out? Like I said, I'm a new fan, so I'm not going to get all these
2022 was Goblin Hours. That was... God, that was such a banger album, too.
Yes. All his albums are fucking great, but...
That one had Dayseeker in it.
Hasn't he featured Rory like 4 times?
A few times, yeah.
Fuck, I'm Lonely. Oh, God, I'm not even going to try to remember these song titles because he's had some weird ones.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
I think that the features are an interesting part of this album. We need to get organized, Jake. We need to stop acting like lazy Americans and get organized. Chair's going all the way up. Spoiler alert, we already did an episode tonight. So
it's pretty late.
It's pretty fucking late. I'm going to Florida. Good old goddamn American country.
I think Florida's its own country at this point. That Florida be wild.
Who cares about Florida when Ohio exists, though, right?
That is America.
That's America, right? I told y'all last episode where when 2016 Cavaliers came out that I wasn't going to discuss the song, primarily because I felt like it is one of the more important songs on the record, and I felt like I would be cheating you guys by not letting that song wait to be in this discussion. Because we're not going to talk about Empty Handed and Blindsided as much as we're going to talk about the songs that we hadn't heard yet. That's just naturally how it's going to go because we've already spent time on those songs. We love them. They're great.
Burned into my head.
like tattoos on the folds, the wrinkles of our brains. That is where these songs are. 2016 Cavaliers, though, what was this song like for you when you first heard it?
I don't know. It was hard to grasp with a lot of all the other shit that was on it.
Wait, so did you not hear that song until the album was out, or did you hear it when it came out as a single?
I heard it
because it was the last single he put out 4 days before the album.
Yeah, and I don't think I actually got a chance to listen to it until like the day before the album.
True.
So I kind of took it in with the rest of the album because I watched that YouTube full album premiere when it came out.
Okay. Which was cool, by the way. I think we'd be cutting it short if we didn't I think we would be cutting it short if we did not talk about the way he released the album and how he released it early.
Yeah.
Like with no warning. He dropped it like, what, 3 hours early on YouTube?
I think, yeah, the YouTube premiere was earlier than it was available on Spotify.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. In America.
Yes, we know, Aaron. You live in New Zealand.
No, I live in goddamn... No.
Your phone lives in New Zealand.
my other offshore Spotify account.
His offshore Spotify account.
Don't yell at me.
His offshore Spotify account. That was the best.
Can you picture someone like convicting someone of like illegally listening to music in court, and it's like, we discovered an offshore Spotify account, Your Honor. What is there to say? Do you say anything or do you just listen?
I listen, I sing along. I don't know how, but sometimes I sing the first time I listen to it. I already know. That second chorus comes back around, I'm already singing to it.
And that's the episode, you guys. You guys have a great day. I wrote down some standout tracks, and I want to see if you agree with me.
Yes.
I think it's worth noting that I wrote down 6 of the 10 songs on the album.
Yeah, so the standout tracks are...
the whole thing.
All of them? They all stand out.
To be fair, they all have or will stand out to me. The whole album at some point. But initially off third listen, this is what I wrote down. Better Hell is a great intro. That's why it's a standout track. It was the first or second song from this era. Mm-hmm. It was... the one that got... I think this was the first one to have a video. Because I don't think All Gas had a video when it first came out.
No, it was that like AI image.
Yes. Yeah. So Better Hell, Empty Handed, 2016 Cavs featuring Knox. Mm-hmm. Spinning You Around was my favorite of the new songs.
Oh, okay.
Blindsided. We kind of like Blindsided. Do we kind of like that song?
Yeah, it's a pretty good song. Yeah. I like that one.
You think yeah, good song. And then the closer, Drunk Enough. Those are my standout tracks. But honestly, the album is a... think of it like this. Don't think of it as an album. Think of it as the next chapter of Bilmuri. And every song is standout. Every song is good. Should I just get the critiques out of the way before we continue to praise it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any critiques, first of all?
Nope.
Not one? So you're about to disagree with me? We finna throw down?
What do you got, Aaron?
I don't like Miss Me.
You don't like it?
No, and it's... no, okay, hold on. That's harsh. Miss Me is the weakest song on the album.
I'll agree. It's weaker, but it's still good.
I feel like if you don't know who Johnny Frank is or who Bilmuri is and you just heard that song in like a Burlington coat factory, where you just wouldn't question it. It wouldn't be anything special. You know what I'm saying? Whereas every other song on this album has a Bilmuri flair or a signature sound to it, even if it's just a at the end or an eagle sound.
The eagle scream.
And I feel like that song just wasn't one of the ones that had that. And, you know, maybe it's just a personal song. Maybe it'll click with me one day when all my friends abandoned me and I need a sad acoustic song, you know?
I'll always be here.
That's what they all say. You are wearing the colors. Yeah, so that's my first critique. I have a second one.
Okay.
I feel like the record would have benefited from a heavy country anthem. Kind of like what Hardy did with Cody from Wage War. I don't even remember what the fucking song's called, but it was basically a turn it up kind of song. You know what I'm saying?
I I feel like Empty-Handed was kind of that though.
But it wasn't breaking the fourth wall like talking to an audience at a show or an audience listening to the song. That's kind of what I mean though.
Okay.
Like, you know how Wage War did the let's keep this place
just like moving. A party anthem?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not even saying that probably still would have been my least favorite if it would have come out, because it's such an overdone like concept.
Yeah.
But I feel like if one person was going to pull it off, it would have been Bilmuri on this record.
I bet you it's like that in concert.
Well, we're going to find out.
We finna find out.
That's my only critique. Those two. That's it. It's flawless besides that.
I'm trying to think if I have any critiques, man. It's...
Just don't.
I don't think I do.
I took the hit.
I don't think I have any critiques.
I hurt us with my critiques. Let me carry the burden.
All right. Well, now we'll just continue to kiss his ass the whole time. Let's go.
Something I thought was interesting. Drunk Enough, the closing track on the record, was co-written, and I believe he has some vocal parts from Skylar of Issues.
Oh.
Which is very interesting. You can kind of tell... this is not put out there officially anywhere, by the way, what I'm about to say, but there are some vocal parts in that song where it's definitely not Johnny, and I'm pretty sure it's him. Which I thought was pretty fucking cool. I feel like Skylar's one of those people that will pretty much jump on and do anything. Are you familiar with anything else any other bands he works with?
Not really, no.
He co-wrote and produced the whole previous Home Team record.
Okay.
And he's been a part of the new songs as well. He has a whole playlist on Spotify. Just he's moving. Oh, he's moving.
Where?
He was running down the side of the ledge on the windowsill. Yep. He's got his little legs out in front of him. I think he's coming back up. He was running. Like, it kind of startled me.
Would you just go that way?
I think he went into the wall.
Oh. They're in the walls. As long as he doesn't crash my goddamn motorcycle on the way home, I swear to God. If he winds up in the helmet.
What would you do if you just like felt it like moving around?
I will crash my fucking motorcycle. I just said that.
But what if you're a little bit more calm about it than you realize? You just realize there's a spider crawling towards your ear.
Locking the brakes up and that bitch is coming off as soon as possible.
All gas, no brakes.
Oh, it's all gas, no brakes. If there's a spider in my helmet, we're both dying.
Skylar has a whole playlist of songs on Spotify, just like Cody does, that he's been a part of. From all the stuff with Issues to other bands. And that's kind of just how it was revealed that he was a part of that song. So I thought that was pretty cool. So you kind of agree with me that Miss Me is your least favorite. What's your favorite song on the album?
I guess I'll judge that by what gets stuck in my head the most.
Do you need a second to go through the songs? Because you haven't listened to the album 3 times like I have, I'm assuming?
No, I have.
Oh, you have?
I'm just trying to think of what gets stuck in my head the most. Empty-Handed definitely gets stuck in my head the most. That and Talking to Your Ghost.
Okay.
So obviously 2 of the singles, but...
I was going to say, I feel like you can make an argument that any of these songs could get stuck in your head at any time. Just give them some time to be out.
I'll sing through every single one of them, but I think if I'm just like not having anything to go off of, Empty-Handed and Talking to Your Ghost will just randomly pop up in my head.
Okay. My favorites are Blindsided, Better Hell, and Spinning You Around, I think. Spinning You Around is definitely my favorite of the new songs. Mm-hmm. We got the breakdown, baby. The country down.
The country down.
The yallternative. I didn't make that up. No. It's been a thing recently, yallternative, but that's what it's called. I think Bilmuri is doing really big things, and I think that he's going to continue to make a different sound every album.
Especially with his record deal.
Speaking of the scary ghost in the corner, known as Columbia Records, they did not fuck it up. They let him continue the way that he was supposed to continue.
Yep.
The rollout for this album was from, the viewer's point of view, seamless. There was no bullshit. There was no, that's weird. There's a lot of makeup on his face in this video. None of that shit. This was exactly what I would imagine that Johnny Frank wanted the rollout for this album cycle to be like. And he got paid more. I mean, right? That's how it works. I could see a Bilmuri Beyonce tour 2025. Go and get the Yeehaw and the diamond rings. Interesting crowd of people mixing together for that one.
Yeah.
I think the scene needed this. I think there's a lot of dark shit in the scene. And I think that, especially for someone like yourself, and I'm just guessing here, so correct me if I'm wrong, but you like having a break from the dark, sad, heavy, emo shit. Sometimes you just like a lighter, like chuggy song to vibe to, right?
Yeah. I also like really dark, heavy emo shit.
Facts. So this album, just to go through a few points here. This album is one big Midwestern sad emo anthem, but with twang. Like, there can be memes made from this about your girlfriend leaving you. There can be memes from this about the depression hitting a little bit too much. I could see a song or two being in one of those memes where it's like, when my credit card declined at the therapist office and they told me that my mental health was of no interest to them anymore. Like, this is that. Because, like I said, it's not heavy, like, content-wise, but it's also just bubbly, fun summer music. And I think that's very, very needed in the scene.
Yeah.
Did you have any opinions change from listen to listen from this one?
I think I like it more every time.
Really?
I don't know. I don't think I've changed my opinion every time I've listened to it.
I mean, I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just saying, like, what, for me, the thing was Miss Me. Or Miss You? Miss Me?
Miss Me.
Miss Me. The thing was Miss Me. I liked the song when I first heard it. And then I listened to the rest of the album. And I was like, every other song I just heard was better than that one. So on the second listen, I liked Miss Me a little bit less. And I almost would have said at that point that I wouldn't have liked that song because there was such a difference, in my opinion, from that song and the rest of them. And then on the third listen, I liked it again. Like, I recognize it's the weakest for my taste on the record, but I appreciated it more for what it was. So that's what I meant by, like, did anything like that change for you?
Nope, still love it.
Just like it more?
Yep. All right.
Okay. The features on this album, I had never heard of before. Am I fucking boring you?
No, Aaron. It's fucking 11 o'clock.
Hey, don't tell them that.
Jesus.
The features on this album were new to me, but I really enjoyed them. I actually liked every feature on this record.
Yeah, I think the only one I recognized was Knox.
See, and that's what...
Because he was on the last one, too. Last album.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was in Corn-Fed Yetis. Yeah.
yeah, no, that song.
Yeah, that one. If you're not familiar.
Would you have been able to remember that song title?
Well, I looked at it earlier because I was trying to figure out who had been featured before, and I think he's the only one, obviously.
Yeah, I my wife had actually heard of Knox, which I thought was odd because I started playing another song of his in our bedroom at one point. She's like, I love this song. I'm like, the fuck? You know, he's featured on the new Bill Murray song. She's like, oh yeah, I'm sick of you talking about Bill Murray. I was like, I do talk about and play Bill Murray a fuck ton. And I am...
You're welcome.
I've noticed the person that likes to beat music into the ground for some people. So I don't actually like... I'm not actually offended by it. But yeah, Knox is cool. Dylan I didn't write it down. Is it Marlowe?
I think it is, yeah.
Dylan Marlowe. Never heard of him. Don't even know if he's a singer. I mean, obviously he's good at it. But I feel like he could have just been one of Johnny's homies. Like, that's the vibe I got from that video and song.
Let's find out.
Are you looking?
Dylan Marlowe, verified artist.
Oh, there you go. How many monthly listeners?
1.6 million.
What? Okay, so he's a legit country artist.
Yeah. His top played songs has we got 45 million, 17 million, 20 million.
Someone out in Yeehaw land just got really mad at me for just not recognizing who that is.
Number 2 in his popular is Empty Handed. In his popular.
Interesting. So are some of those numbers inflated by Bilmuri?
Being as the one on top is 45 million, probably not.
Oh. Was it featuring Jason Aldean or some shit?
No, it's just him. It makes me wonder if I've heard it or not.
You should play it and find out.
I have heard it.
Jesus Christ. This is why you're the countryman on the podcast.
I don't recognize it at all. This is shit I hear in passing because of where we live.
Oh, I see. Like someone drives past you and they're blaring that song?
Probably, yeah.
Will Bilmuri become that? Do you think his feet or his legs are deep enough in the water to where he'll be appreciated by the country, like, crowd?
I think so. I think he can be accepted by anybody. Unless you like jazz. Well, actually,
I was gonna
there's
say
a saxophone in there, so fuck it, everybody.
So, but you're saying like the scene people and the country people can come together for this?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like they've always been kind of close to coming together. I mean,
adjacent.
Country is just farm emo. That's all it is. They're like same premise, not now, not modern country, but it used to be.
So here's the thing, right? Country fans, I feel like, yes, they will be fine to go in and dip their foot into emo, metalcore, scene stuff in general. I feel like it's the other way around that has a little issues sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, metalheads don't typically appreciate country music.
No. And I don't think I will anymore just because he's featured in that song. I don't think I'm going to go listen to it.
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying yay or nay on Dylan. Dylan, that's his name.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm saying that Bilmuri in general is enough for me to like Bilmuri. I don't think this album has opened my third eye to Jason Aldean or Luke Bryan or Josh Turner.
I don't think Dylan Marlowe fits in the people that listen to that though either. Because he's like a new young artist. There's like a whole group of like very new artists as far as country goes, like much younger people.
Okay. What gen is born after us? So like 2000.
What's Gen Z? After us.
So what are Gen Z country fans like?
I don't know.
They've got to be like terrible.
Right? Yeah, because if you go into like hot country right here on Spotify, I don't know any of these people. Oh, there's Dylan Marlowe.
Is Bilmuri on it?
I don't know. That's kind of.
See, do you recognize any of the names?
Shabuzi. It's not.
Who the fuck is that?
You've heard that song.
I have?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
It's a TikTok song. That's why it's on here.
Shabuzi. Okay. Yeah. I don't think American Motorsports is enough to turn me country, but I think it's enough to turn country scene.
Okay.
I got nothing. Sorry.
All right. You're not on TikTok enough, I guess.
I'm on a different side of TikTok. I'm on either scene TikTok or podcast clip TikTok or police shootings and people calling 911.
Yeah, ours are very different.
Okay. And I got some funny shit. And a lot of cats. There's cats all over my TikTok. What? What's funny about that?
Nothing.
Are you about to make fun of me for being on Cat Talk? Are you not on Cat Talk, Jake?
Nah, probably. Well,
Meow?
every now and then. It's only when your wife sends me shit.
My wife...
She sends me cat stuff all the time.
I think my wife is the primary reason.
When I see cat stuff, I send it to her. So
there you go. Connection made. Here's the thing, though. TikTok is either brutal and can put me in a terrible mood, or it can be really funny and put me in a good mood.
I only get put in a terrible mood when it's constant fucking ads and people trying to sell shit.
Yeah, not the 911 call, girl's boyfriend dies.
That doesn't faze me.
It does. It phases me when I'm trying to go to sleep.
It's the constant fucking ads, and if it's not an actual ad, it's somebody else trying to sell something because they get some kind of fucking commission off of it. That's
you
all
heard
TikTok.
it here first, folks.
That's all TikTok is
Ads
now.
upset Jake more than your wife dying in a car accident.
I am severely desensitized.
Yeah. It's okay, though. We've gone kind of off topic here, but I just want to talk about Bill Murray as long as possible.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a super long episode.
Well, it's not going to be.
It's just so good. There's no critiquing. So, like...
Look, and that should prove to the listeners that this isn't for content. Content would be us getting up here, ripping these shirts and be like, fuck this, it's trash. Getting reactions out of people. Don't do it.
All right.
We still have to return those. But no, this album's incredible. I think that it's going to be in the top 5 at least for end of year. Are you trustworthy?
I mean, I haven't seen it over here, so I'm just going to move it back. I don't want to block the shirt.
Do you see it being top 5 at the end of the year? Albums released?
Yes.
Do you see it being top 3?
For me, yeah.
Could it be your 1?
Well, judging by how Wage War went, it might be.
So okay. So this is interesting. You're saying that Wage War had the best chance of beating Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think the show is going to influence your opinion of the album?
They had the ball in their court, in their hands, and ate too much popcorn.
We've moved on.
Dropped that shit.
It's gone. Wage War's done.
And then Bill Murray came up with fucking the gnarliest dunk of all time.
Wage War left you hanging. They left you laying down in the dirt, knees weak, bloodied. You were battered. And Johnny Frank came up and said, I got you, boy. Picked you right up and put you on his shoulders and took you to a safe haven.
I hate talking shit about Wage War.
I do too. We love Wage War.
I love him, and it's just like, it's an artist's choice. I have no say in it. It doesn't fucking matter what I think. It was ass, though.
Got to score it.
Score it?
We got to score it. What do you give American Motorsports 1 to 10 right here, right now?
9.95.
Damn. So not quite confident giving it the Scene Labs 10. The official stamp yet. Can I ask why?
You already said it's because of Miss Me. I mean, I don't know. 10? 10, it would have to, it might develop. If nothing else comes close to a 10, that would have to be a 10.
What happens if he pulls some crazy shit, right? At our show? Gets an acoustic
What if he
guitar.
releases another album by the end of the year?
I don't think he's going to release another album before the American Motorsports tour is over. I think that'd be kind of counterintuitive. But if he did some crazy shit, brought an acoustic guitar down, got in the middle of the crowd and sang Miss Me, I think that would change my opinion of the song.
That would do it for me. Yeah.
So check back in to see if Jake ups his 9.95 to a 10. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I think that you were always going to be higher on a Bill Murray project than me, but only slightly, because I absolutely love this album. This is the biggest stamp of approval we can give a record. I think it is the highest score we've collectively given a record. Mm-hmm. Check it the fuck out. Stop watching our podcast or listening to our podcast and go listen to American Motor right now. No, you're still fucking watching. I'm serious. This album's great.
It's great.
I'm going to Florida. We won't be here next week. You're going to miss us. We're going to miss you. Jake had the opportunity to do a podcast episode by himself. I really was going to give him that platform to really go up and move forward, get a higher pay. But, he decided that it wasn't in his best interest to run the podcast by himself.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It's okay. It just takes a little bit longer to get to the top.
You got the brains and the brawn, and I ain't the brains, dog.
What would that look like, you sitting here by yourself? Hi.
It'd be a lot of awkward silence. And I don't know how to edit, so that would be all you.
All right. I'm starting a timer in my head of 30 seconds. I want you to podcast yourself for 30 seconds.
But see, like, I don't even know where to start. That's the problem. I don't even know what to talk about.
If you're not going to say anything,
that's the podcast. I'm going to staring contest. Go.
Stop. You're making them uncomfortable. They're actually going to leave and start listening to music instead of listening to our podcast.
That's fine with me. It's good music. It's better than what we do.
I'm not going to play a Bilmuri song at the end of this podcast because I don't want Columbia Records to shove their dick in my mouth. You get the old-fashioned Scene Labs outro today, folks. But remember, it's not about the music in your ears or the smile on your face. It's that American flag on your heart and that lawnmower in your hands. Bye.
Bye.